Maniacs, welcome back to the channel, your local bedhead here. So, people have been blowing me up a lot with this TikTok video that they really want me to check out. It's Seth Borden. Now, I have not talked about Seth Borden in like a good long while, not since that Belair House incident where I really just was rubbed the wrong way because I always thought the guy seemed like a genuinely nice guy and I would never have expected him to say something like that. Joke or not, it's something that you don't say about somebody's person inside their own house. It's just a complete stranger. It was weird. It was bizarre. It rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, including myself. So yeah, I haven't really been paying attention to Seth Borden of lately, but people have been really throwing this little video clip at me a lot. Yeah, he kind of takes a shot at Sam and Colby, and he seems to be doing it in a sense that he's kind of hinting at that Sam and Colby were not the people he was expecting they were. To me, he comes off like he's dealing with some shit. That's how I viewed him in this video. He just seems like he's taking his frustrations out on other content creators because, you know, this whole situation had happened to him. He hasn't been really the same person, I think, ever since that whole Belair House and where everybody just started telling him that, you know, your career's done, we know what you did, and things along those lines. So let's go ahead and listen to the video, and, you know, I'll give you again more of my thoughts as we watch it and let you guys know what I think. Okay, so this is the video that everybody has been telling me, you have to watch it, you have to watch it. And the first time I saw this video was through my sister Brianna. She kind of threw this video at me, and I watched it, of course, and I just kind of didn't know what to think at the time. I mean, I immediately kind of had an idea of why he would say something like this. But yeah, someone asked him, apparently, what happened with you and Sam and Colby? And again, the way he's coming about this really kind of makes it think he's really not necessarily wanting to say it, you know? But it's like, once YouTubers, certain content creators lose a certain amount of traction with their channel and their viewership and whatnot, and they start losing a lot of momentum that really had them going, they normally start to point fingers at the people who I think truly did help them get to that point anyways. So like when something happens, like the Belair House situation, and Sam and Colby exploring with Josh and a bunch of other content creators decided to just like, okay, we really don't want anything to do with that. You know, at first it normally starts out where they're kind of like, you know, oh, I don't need them anyways, who cares, I'm me, right? So they start going out and doing their own thing, and then they realize that it was really through collaborations and other content creators is why people really started to enjoy their content. Because sometimes when you're running a channel, sometimes it's really hard to maintain that stability of viewership when it's just you. Normally you work well off of other people. Like Seth Borden, he worked very well off of other people. He was a very good, you know, not side character, but he was a very good collaborator. Even me, I liked Seth Borden a lot right before the whole Belair House situation. It starts out like that, to where they're kind of, you know, oh, I don't need them. And then once their viewership starts really going down, and then the comments, you know, were still really rough around the edges, they start losing that momentum to continue doing YouTube. But then they start blaming other people for why that's happening. And I feel like Seth Borden has nobody to blame besides himself. He's the one who made that comment. Now, he obviously apologized, but then I was told he kind of lied in that apology. He says, you know, him and the owner were on good terms. That's not necessarily what I heard. He just said it because, well, he had to say something, right? He had to say something to try to save his own ass. Yeah, there's something about Seth Borden that I think after a while, something started really rubbing me the wrong way. And this really, honestly, when I sit back and think about it, is really no surprise he would at some point try to do something like this. Because, yeah, he's losing a lot of support compared to what he was when he was collaborating with all these bigger channels.
Everybody in my life right now would tell me to just say, you know, people grow apart. Shit like that. But, no, sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes the people you look up to fucking suck, and it's just that simple.
Yeah. You see, in this situation, you don't say shit like this unless you have proof to back it up, because now people are going to be curious what they did. And if you're not going to provide any explanation, now the situation is going to look worse for you, right? So, like, if you actually had proof to back up what you were saying about Sam and Colby, then you might have something there. But unfortunately, I think you were just so annoyed at the idea, and you're probably kind of desperate to get more support again, that the only way you could get any sort of viewership or any sort of support is if you go and start trashing other channels. Now, I'm not saying I know everything that's happened between him and Sam and Colby. For all I know, Sam and Colby could have done something that's pretty fucking horrible, and we're all just completely unaware of it. But at the same time, I think the only thing that they would be, like, in his mind, criminal of is just not really doing any more videos with him. Though they did do the Conjuring House stuff, which was a year ago with Seth Borden. And that was probably around, that was definitely a little bit after around the time when that whole Blair House stuff dropped. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago when they did the last collaboration with him. So something must have happened between this, the Conjuring House series and now. And also his social media posts, right? I mean, at the end of the day, man, like, even if I don't truly believe in a lot of the posts that, his ex-girlfriends were making, because that's obviously something else that happens a lot with content creators, is like ex-girlfriends start coming out, and once someone is getting like already kicked when they're down, then like exes will come out and start saying things along the lines of, yeah, I always wanted to say something, but I never did because I was too afraid to. But now it feels like good opportunity. It's like, well, you should have said something a long time ago, right? So like that, it always happens. That seems to always happen with giant YouTubers. And that started happening, and then he started making replies that really came off kind of, the replies to a lot of it were kind of not too professional, and people took notice of that, and even some comments did not really work in his favor at all, so people started looking at that too, and then he started getting backlash for that. I think the only reason why he thinks Sam and Colby really suck are because Sam and Colby have not done a lot of filming with him. I mean, that's literally what I can read from this.
People grow apart. Shit like that. But no, sometimes
and also he looks a lot like, I don't know what it is, but there's something about the way he's looking that looks really concerning, like his health wise. Like, he's always been like thin and shit, like really thin, but here it's like he's looking like he hasn't seen like daylight in so long.
Sometimes the people you look up to fucking suck, and it's just that simple.
Well, no, it's not that simple. That's the thing, man. It's like, when you're going out here and you're saying that about another content creator, you got to have something to back up what you're saying, because now you're saying this and you haven't provided anything, any proof or anything like that to back what you're saying. And now people are going to be curious about what you mean by that and making up a bunch of theories. I assumed that they probably did not want to be around you anymore because of all of this controversy that just surrounds your name. There's just too many people who just do not watch you anymore. They left your channel. I mean, I've had them in my comment section telling me they choose not to watch your. Hell, I've even said that I just choose not to watch your content. It's not like I wish you any harm. It's not like I wish you, anything, nothing but the best, but I just choose not to watch you anymore.
And, I'm probably gonna regret posting that, but at the same time, it's my truth, and I'm all about.
And that's the thing, man. It's your truth. Does that make it the truth? But it's your truth. So you wanted to say it because you felt like you wanted to say it. Because unfortunately, things like this, a good example is that people were sharing it with me. It gets clout. It gets viewership. People are now going to be curious, right? That's the thing. Even knowing, yeah, they're making up theories and stuff on what it means, that is going to get people talking. So this is, a good way for you to get some sort of viewership. And now they're going to be like, hey, Sam and Colby, you see what Seth Borden said? That's not really a good argument. It's your truth. So fuck it. That doesn't prove anything. That just makes it look like you're saying it because you just wanted to say it, and you're pissed off at them. Like, that's what it feels like.
I'm speaking that shit right now, so truth, and I'm all about speaking that shit right now, so yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, and then he ends it with that, which again is another reason why a lot of people have issues with Seth Borden. He doesn't provide anything. He just says, Sam and Colby suck. That's my truth. Fuck them. All of his friends, all of the people that he really does care about. Hell, I'm not even sure if Sam and Colby still follow Seth Borden on social media. As a matter of fact, maybe I can go ahead and look that up. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at Seth Borden's. I mean, if they are still following him after this, I'm going to be shocked. No, I'm not seeing them. Normally their names would have been at the top. Here, let me see if I can... Only Seth Borden can see followers. Okay, so he's not... Looks like everybody stopped following this guy. Besides the guy from... I just saw his name. Omar Gosh. He's following Omar Gosh, so that's something. But, yeah, the only guy I noticed was the Paranormal Files guy. Yeah, the Paranormal File guy, Colin from Paranormal Files. He's the only one it looks like who's following Seth Borden and Mythos Paranormal. Yeah, wow. It seems like everybody literally stopped following. How about Twitter? How's he doing on Twitter right now? Like, I thought at least Sam and Colby. I mean, I would not follow. Look, if I was Sam and Colby, after that I would probably unfollow him too. If let's be honest, I'm sure they probably did it a little bit before then. Omar and the Paranormal Files. Sam and Colby have literally just they're done. Recycle, recycle, recycle. It'll save both you and... What are you even talking about, man? 3 minutes of bliss amidst the whirlwinds of emotions through the speakers. Flow state, they don't give a fuck about you, but I recommend giving many fucks about yourself because it's more eye-opening and fulfilling. How about a little less questions, a little more shut the hell up? Oh my god. Yeah, there's just... I think what the problem here is your ability to not give a shit. That probably is a turnoff for a lot of people, if I had to guess. Like, when is the last time you have made a video for your channel? I'm curious now, because I have not heard or seen anything in a while. Yeah, this was around the time. So did he change his channel name back to just Seth Borden? Because I thought he changed his channel's name to... Yeah, he just gave up completely. Well, and that's also probably one of the reasons why he's lost a lot of support is because he hasn't posted in over 6 months. That would probably do it. Yeah, his entire career has been interesting on YouTube. I really can't read his whole situation. All I can do is just give you guys my thoughts about his most recent video talking about Sam and Colby. And again, it just comes off to me like, I mean, obviously, again, there's not a whole lot I can truly say for this situation. I'm sure Seth Borden has his reasons. Personally, the only thing I can see, if I had to take a genuine educational guess about it, is that he hasn't done collaborations with Sam and Colby or Exploring with Josh or any of these bigger content creators in such a long time that his channel has progressively, or his viewership has progressively just started dropping. I mean, I'm sure he has still hardcore fans who still support him, but overall, I can't see anything else or no other reasons why he would be saying this unless it was just because he's genuinely just salty about how everybody kind of just walked away. I mean, it wasn't like they didn't have reasons to do it. They just said, you know, guys, this guy he could bring us down in a sense because of what people are viewing him as. And maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I'm just making up theories, and that's fine. I'm not, you know, I'm going by what I see online, of course, and like most people, I go by what I see, and this is just what I see. And it's just the way he comes about saying it too. It just makes me lean more into that concept than really just, you know, sitting there and him just getting like he has a reason behind it. I don't even know if he has a reason behind what he's saying. But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think of this? Do you guys think I'm right? Do you guys think I'm wrong? I might be really much wrong, but that's just what I see when I see him or hear him saying it like the way he did. So out of curiosity, let me know what you think in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I will certainly see you all in the next one. Please do take care.
If you can't stay, can't start to through, you won't be meant to.